What's up, everybody? Welcome back and happy Monday. I'm meteorologist Andrea Myers, bringing you guys your daily hail forecast, sponsored as always by C3 Group, Merlin Law Group, American Contractor, and Atlas. Go ahead and check them out in the description to this video. We are recapping a 4-star map from yesterday, and then we did have some more 3-star maps. We've got a ton to go over today, to be quite honest, so I'm going to go ahead and throw those in our Instagram stories when we're done. So if you guys want access to the 3-star maps from this weekend, go ahead and look there. We're going to cover yesterday's 4-star map and then get right into our weather. We've got multiple risk areas. It's you get hail, everybody gets hail, because there's a lot on the board for today, all the way from the Mississippi Valley to the South Plains. Got a lot on the table, and the pattern is going to continue to pick up into tomorrow. We've got more storm chances in the Central Plains through your Tuesday, so we're going to take a look at the rest of the week as well. But before we get into our weather, as usual, we've got our upcoming events here. First one is going to be the Atlas All-Star Stadium Tour. So this is the first one in the stadium tour. It's on May 18th, Coors Field in Denver. We've got more coming up through the summer, so it's going to go through mid-August. If you guys can't make it out to Denver, no worries. We're going to be all across the U.S. doing these stadium tour visits. Derek is the keynote speaker. We're going to have giveaways, and they are in stadiums. So who doesn't love sport ball? So go see us at the Atlas All-Star Stadium Tour. First one, again, is in Denver, and it is May 18th, so coming up quick. Now into yesterday, check out all that hail, guys. That's a ton of storm reports that came in through the Central Plains and the Ohio Valley. We got some in the Rocky Mountain West. We got some in Texas. Tons of hail to go around. Starting down in Texas, we did get some storms that moved through Abilene. That is one of our 3-star maps from the hail out of that area yesterday. Then up through Nebraska, through Kansas, all the way up into the Mississippi Valley. Got plenty of large hail as well as heavy wind through the region. Then once you get to Iowa, place just got littered with large hail as well as more high winds. So wind-driven hail through the area made its way all the way into Illinois into yesterday evening. So big day for hail across a lot of areas. Let's go over that 4-star map. If you guys are interested in this 4-star map, you can go ahead and click the link in the description to this video. That gets you access to demo our products or to sign up. You can also scan that QR code up above me. Or if you're already a Hail Trace subscriber, there it is. Got plenty of hail all the way across the southern part of the state, but the 4-star-ness of this map really came from a couple of swaths here. We got hit in Ames, and then Newton, and I believe it's Grinnell. I'm going to go with Grinnell, correct me if I'm wrong. Grinnell, Iowa, as well as the Belle Plaine, Iowa City area got some large hail. Specifically here near Newton and Grinnell, got lots of baseball-sized hail, wind-driven on that as well. Got photos of siding torn off as well as, damaged roofs. So plenty of damage to go around through that area from these storms yesterday. So makes that a 4-star map. Max size on that is 2.75 inch. Got some baseballs, impacted over 127,000 homes. So the name of that map, if you want to check it out, is Ames, Newton, Grinnell, Iowa City, Iowa, hail. So go ahead and check out our 4-star map from Sunday. And then again, I'll post the 3 stars in our stories in a bit. But now getting into our pattern for the next few days. It's going to be an active one. And the reason really is this trough. So it's all the way out in the Pacific Northwest, but what's going to happen is we're going to continue to see little kind of wiggles coming off of that trough and making their way into the Central Plains. So there we are by Tuesday. Got some bumps in the jet stream there, and that in this time of year doesn't take much to spark that instability and turn it into storms. So that's what we got for today and tomorrow. Then into Wednesday, we'll see another trough start moving into the Central Plains now, and that could yield some more organized storms into the later part of this week. So we're going to watch on this guy moving into Wednesday and Thursday. Right now, some scattered cloud cover. We do have this storm system that is making its way through the Ohio Valley now. A cold front from that storm system is going to link up with the overall cold front moving through the Ohio Valley, kind of double cold front action there, and that will be the focus of our storm development for today. So as we see that continue to push off to the east, it's leaving all of that rain-cooled air behind it, and again, that's going to link up with our cold front. That's going to be what causes our storms through the Ohio Valley, central Mississippi Valley for today. A little bit different down in Texas and through the southern part of the Mississippi Valley. Got some rain tracking through, but out behind it got more clearing. It's Texas weather right now, and that's going to yield, again, some more severe thunderstorms later on once we get a disturbance moving through there into this afternoon. So it's hot. 75 degrees in Dallas, 81 in Houston, staying in the 80s through much of the southeast right now, and that heat is working its way up through the Central Plains, through the central Mississippi Valley, and coupled with those dew points, it is muggy outside. It is just sticky and gross. 71 degrees in Dallas, 72 in New Orleans, and we're keeping those deep 60 and 70 degree dew points, pulling that all the way up through the Mississippi and Ohio Valley today. And so again, as that pushes up, all that Gulf moisture, all that Gulf air over the central Mississippi Valley, Ohio Valley, the whole region, that's going to play into a lot of instability picking up into this afternoon, as it does, and then we're going to get those disturbances moving through, sparking storms. Check out those CAPE values. Again, if you guys are new to hail trace, or if you just want a refresher on CAPE, it means convective available potential energy. Basically, again, it's just how much lift you got in the atmosphere to form that hail, and the more CAPE you get, the larger hail is possible. So where we have these super high CAPE values, that's where we could potentially see some large hail if there's a disturbance in the area. So right now, we're particularly watching this region because there's a cold front tracking through into that region. Now, we do have some storms potentially sparking through Texas and the southern part of that risk area as well. And then all of those storms, as they track through, are going to decrease those CAPE values as they use it up. And so we see it start to diminish through the overnight hours. So pulling that all together, here's what those storms are going to be looking like by around 5 p.m. Boom, boom, boom. Got a few supercells on the board already, moving through Missouri, southern parts of Illinois and Indiana, making their way into Kentucky by the late evening, early overnight hours, but starting to form a band. So initially we'll have that large hail threat with those initial supercell structures, and then once we see some things forming into clusters, that's when we'll start to see all risks. So now we've got hail as well as strong winds along any of those as we get these passing through. Then we continue to see some cells tracking through eastern Kentucky, Ohio. Those could continue to produce some severe hail. And now Iowa and Minnesota, I'm thinking Minneapolis, but Minnesota are playing into the hail risk for today with those storms starting to develop late. So smaller hail likely initially, and then they're going to track off to the east, potentially getting some stronger cells through there as our Ohio Valley risk pushes down to the south. So plenty to go around there. Again, it's a lot to talk about. Then down through the southeast, we got some storms starting up through Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, and that's just going to kind of linger throughout the day with some hail chances, but then we'll see things starting to form across the I-20 corridor here, and as that continues, we're going to see some cells potentially forming some pretty large hail around the Shreveport area, as well as more for you guys down near Waco, near San Angelo, more storms forming for us with that potential for even more large hail down in Texas and Louisiana today through tonight. So we're watching all that. There goes that Kentucky storms down into the southeast for tomorrow morning, waking up to some rain through the region. The rest of us should be pretty dry and ready for round two. So today's hail forecast right now, again, it's all across the board, all the way from the Ohio Valley down into the southern Mississippi Valley, South Texas, as well as parts of the upper Mississippi Valley. Pretty much anywhere with that instability, it's got a disturbance moving through, has a chance at hail today, and particularly watching here near the Mississippi Valley, Ohio Valley corridor where we initially get those supercell structures capable of producing large hail. So keeping our chances low through Texas and Oklahoma since things are pretty scattered. It's hard to pinpoint where exactly that supercell is going to fall. But right now we're getting that most instability through the area near Laredo, near San Antonio, San Angelo. That's where those supercells are pretty consistently tracking, and we got good instability. So large hail possible down in that region, but very scattered across the board. Shreveport, you guys got some pretty good storm coverage over you guys later today, so moderate chances to see hail into this evening and the possibility for ping pong to golf ball sized stones through East Texas and Louisiana. Then down, or I guess up, into the Ohio Valley, Mississippi Valley, where we get those scattered storms forming through Iowa, through Minnesota. We could see a couple of severe hailstones reaching ping pong ball size, so low end chance for you guys in Des Moines and Sioux Falls with those scattered storms. But then again, here's really where we're watching into today from Springfield, even into Louisville, could potentially see some large hail for this afternoon with those supercell structures tracking through. So anywhere from southwestern Missouri all the way up into parts of Kentucky, Illinois, and Indiana could see that initial large hail transitioning later into wind. And then even Columbus, Ohio, you guys got a low end chance, but you could see a scattered cell or two producing severe hail later this afternoon. Then for wind, gonna exclude the northern risk since it looks pretty supercellular, just mostly hail for you guys. But then pretty much everywhere else is in play still for severe wind. Low end chances across the board for our southern risk. Find your city on the map and you got a chance to see some gusty winds up to 60 miles an hour or so. Then up into our Ohio Valley risk, still keeping Springfield to Louisville in a moderate for high winds into today, especially when we see those storms start to band up and track southward through the region. Got a decent chance to see some high winds with that. Indy and Columbus got a lower end chance for you guys, but still some scattered storms could produce some gusty winds. So secure your lawn furniture, hide your trash cans. It's going to get windy later into tonight. Then last, we've got our tornado forecast for you guys. Very scattered tornado chance into today, but can't rule it out. If you guys are really between central Missouri all the way up into just to the west of Columbus, Ohio here, you got a chance to see some tornadoes. There is a little bit of rotation through that region. Very scattered chance, but again, a chance nonetheless for Louisville, Indianapolis, Cincinnati, St. Louis, Paducah. You guys could potentially see a short-lived tornado through your region into tonight. Then tomorrow we got even more. So here's our significant hail model. Now again, the higher, it's kind of like Cape, where the higher the values are, the more chance you see of hail into tomorrow. So we're watching really this region from Oklahoma, Kansas, parts of Colorado. If you guys are in Denver, Colorado's starting to wake up, so we're going to keep our eye on that more and more into this season. But got some values on the board there by around noon, and then same for just along the coastal Carolinas there, parts of Virginia. Got a little bit of a chance of hail with that system from today that's going to be tracking off the coast into tomorrow. So that's what we'll have around noon, and then values kind of staying high through the afternoon and evening, and then finally making their way out through the overnight hours when we see more cooling, and we start to see less instability through the region because you got that nighttime cooling. So for our future radar, for our forecast storms, got a couple forming through really from Wichita just to, I guess, the central Kansas-Nebraska border there. Got a couple of supercells possible, and so large hail also possible with those. And they're going to track down to the southeast. Now it's a potential we could see Tulsa in the threat for tomorrow around 5 p.m. with some hail. And then continuing out through Oklahoma, through parts of Nebraska, waking up by the late afternoon, late evening hours through the region, and so hail possible. Now we are seeing some models showing storms down through Texas, but you guys have more of a capping issue, so we're going to be watching Texas into tomorrow. Possible to see more hail for you guys. Got to see if things can break that cap. Down into Virginia through the coastal Carolinas, more supercells for you by around 4 p.m. Eastern time, tracking off to the east into the Atlantic through the afternoon and evening hours, and then by around midnight you should be in the clear, starting to see maybe a couple of just scattered general showers before things are quieted down in the morning. So for hail tomorrow, keeping both areas there in the risk for the Carolinas as well as the Central Plains there. Hopping right in for you guys down in Texas, got the instability to produce large hail. We're just going to have to see if that cap can hold. So low end chance for you guys, low end chance for OKC and Little Rock. If you guys are up in Tulsa, all the way to Wichita and Woodward, that's really that corridor that we're seeing those storms fall through. So moderate chance for you guys to potentially see some large hail into tomorrow, specifically through central Kansas, Wichita, maybe just west of Salina there, could potentially see some large hail. I think Salina's like right there, so you guys would be in it for tomorrow. And then Colby, North Platte, low end chance for you guys. You're a little far north, but you could potentially see a scattered storm producing some quarters to $50 or so through your region. Then off into the East Coast, anywhere from Norfolk to Columbia could potentially see some severe hail, quarters to $50 possible, with the remnants of today's system moving through into tomorrow afternoon. For wind, it's going to be the same areas here, folks. So if you guys are in Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, you got a chance to see some 60s, maybe higher. Wichita and Woodward, moderate chance for you guys with those storms tracking through. Again, got pretty consistent coverage through that region. Woodward, Wichita, Tulsa, watching you guys into tomorrow. Colby, Kansas and North Platte, low end chance for you guys. Same reason for hail, just a little more scattered through the region. And then low end from Norfolk to Columbia, things might pick up a little bit as they reach closer and closer to the Atlantic coast. So if you guys are in anywhere there, I think Wilmington is out here, maybe a moderate for you, but low end if you guys are more inland for tomorrow. Then for tornadoes, and this is the last one, again it's a busy forecast, but for tornadoes, now we're just watching the Central Plains. You guys don't have much rotation to worry about along the East Coast for tomorrow. So again, all the way from Abilene up into Colby, low end chances across the board, but chances nonetheless for tornadoes into tomorrow with any supercells that really get going. And again, we're particularly watching central Kansas down into northeastern Oklahoma for severe storm coverage into tomorrow. So we'll have updates on this. We'll have updates on everything as we go. We're here every weekday at noon, so go ahead and follow us. You can get us at YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Hit See First on Facebook so you never miss a live video. Smash that subscribe button everywhere else. And then if you want to get in contact with us, scan that QR code up above me, click the link in the description.